Hello everyone. Today under the linear applications of op-amp we will learn about voltage to current converter as well as current to voltage converter using op-amp. There are many applications in electronics for conversion of current to voltage and voltage to current. So, if we use op-amp for that purpose, then very small current or a very small value of voltage can be converted into required parameter like voltage or current. So, in that, suppose first voltage to current converter. The voltage to current converter accepts an input voltage Vi and gives an output current IL. So, for converting an input voltage to a proportional output current, there are two converting circuits. First converting circuit is V to I converter with floating load, Second type of circuit is V to I converter with grounded load, So, first out of these two circuit, first we will go for V to I converter with the floating load. The V to I converter with floating load can be drawn like this. You have to draw first op amp, then apply input suppose at non-inverting terminal. So, this is your Vi input, then your feedback resistor RL VO at this terminal. This resistor is RL, current flowing through this resistor is IL. Okay. Then there is one another resistor that is R1, okay, and this is grounded. So, current direction is like this here IL and this IB is approximately 0. Okay. So, this is the circuit with floating load. Floating load means what? This RL is the load which is not connected to ground. Neither this terminal nor this terminal is connected to ground. That is why it is known as floating load. Okay. Now, how this circuit converts your current voltage to current, voltage directly proportional to the load current. So, for that we have very small derivation, that is voltage at node A. Suppose this is node A is Vi. Why Vi? By virtual ground concept. All of you know that. What is virtual ground concept? We have seen this concept in previous lectures, that if your non-inverting terminal is connected to one potential or a one voltage supply or it is connected to ground, then voltage at inverting terminal is equal, it is having equal potential with the non-inverting terminal. Okay. This is virtual ground concept. They are not physically connected to each other, but their potentials are same. That is why this Vi is equal to Va. So, at a point your voltage is Vi. Therefore, IB is 0 because input impedance is very high. So, what is Vi then? Vi is equal to IL into R1. Okay. Then your IL is nothing but Vi divided by R1. Okay. So, here output is load current and is equal to Vi by R1. That means Vi is converted to IL. The input voltage is converted to output current IL. Since the same current flows through signal source and load, the signal source provide this load current IL. Okay. So, this is nothing but the voltage to current converter with the floating load. Now, second method, voltage to current converter with the grounded load, Grounded load means that load resistor terminal, one of the terminal of that load resistor will be connected to ground. So, for that purpose we have to first draw the diagram. Before starting of that, I want to tell you one thing, that V2I converters are also known as transconductance amplifier. Transconductance amplifier. In exam there may be question like this, write a short note on transconductance amplifier. Transconductance amplifier is nothing but the V2I converter. Okay, keep this in mind. The next point is V2I converter with the grounded load. So, with the grounded load, again we have to show that output current, input voltage is directly proportional to the output current. So, IL is equal to VI by R. So, here we have to connect load, one terminal of load will be connected to ground. Okay. So, here first of all you have to draw the diagram. So, for this we have to take one op amp, then this op amp should be connected with one resistor value like this. Suppose this is R, then this one resistor and one terminal is connected to ground. This is RL, then this resistor R, then input V in and one terminal is connected to ground. This combination we are using for connecting this load resistor terminal to the ground. Okay. So, this type of circuit is also known as V2I converter. It also converts V2I. So, this is all resistors suppose are of equal value R, and this is connected to ground. This point is B, this point is A. Okay. And current flowing to this point will be IB. Okay. So, here we are using positive feedback in this. Why? The purpose of positive feedback is to raise the effective output resistance of the circuit as required for ideal current source. Okay. That is why here we have used positive feedback. This is positive feedback. Now, let V1 be the voltage, means this voltage at point A. Okay. So, apply KCL. What is KCL? Kirchhoff's current law. So, by applying KCL at A, you will get current direction. So, current direction first of all I have to draw here. V in is applied. So, here I1, one current is divided by like this IL, other current will be coming from this side, that is I2, and this current will be IB. Now, at by KCL at point A, I1 plus I2 is equal to IB plus IL. See this diagram, I1, suppose I am using this different color. So, this is your current I1 plus I2. I2 is feedback current here. So, I1 plus I2, this I2, okay, is equal to IB plus IL. So, this IB is going out and this IL is going out. So, by using KCL we can write like this, IB plus IL. Okay. Now, next point in this, you have to consider IB, you have to consider IB approximately equal to 0. This, why this is 0? Because input impedance of op amp is very high. That is why I1 plus I2 is equal to here only IL. IL is the load current. Now, see this diagram. What is I1? I1 is equal to V in minus V1 by R. Okay. V in minus V1 by R. So, we can write like this, V1, that means V in minus V1 by R is I1 plus I2 is what? I2 is VO minus, here is V1 divided by this R. So, VO minus V1 divided by R is equal to IL, because we want to find out IL. Okay. So, here now solve this equation. So, it will be V in minus V1 plus VO minus V1 is equal to IL into R. So, this V1 become minus 2 V1 and transfer that value to one side and you will get value of V1. V1 is what then? V in plus VO minus ILR divided by 2. So, this voltage V1 is nothing but this terminal voltage. Okay. Now, op-amp, when you see this V1, okay, this V1, then only this part of circuit, only this part of circuit. For example, if only V1 is there, so this part of circuit if you look, then this circuit is nothing but the which amplifier? Non-inverting amplifier, because input is applied, V1 is applied at plus terminal. So, it is non-inverting amplifier. Therefore, the gain of the circuit can be written as 1 plus gain of the circuit of non-inverting amplifier can be written as 1 plus R upon R. So, it will be 2. So, gain is 2. Now, what is output voltage? VO is equal to gain into input voltage. This happen in non-inverting amplifier. Now, you have the value of V1. Now, put this V1 here. Okay. So, what will be that? 2 into V1 is what? V in plus VO minus ILR divided by 2. So, this 2 to get cancelled and this VO and this VO is also get cancelled. So, V in is equal to IL into R. So, what will be your IL? Load current is equal to V in by R. In this way, your voltage is converted into load current. Okay, and it is proportional to each other. Since input impedance of non-inverting amplifier is very large, this circuit has advantage of drawing very little current from the source. So, voltage to current converter is used for low voltage DC and AC voltmeters. What are the applications? It is used in DC and AC voltmeters, then LEDs and Zener diode testers. These are some applications of voltage to current converter. Okay. So, this is about voltage to current converter. Now, next point is current to voltage converter. Current to voltage converters are required since it is generally easier to measure voltages. For example, output current proportional to an incident light energy is obtained from photo devices such as photocell and photodiode. So, this output current from photo devices can be converted to voltage by using this current to voltage converter. So, for such type of application we can use current to voltage converter. Current to voltage converter is also known as trans resistance amplifier. Okay. So, current to voltage converters are also known as trans resistance amplifiers. Okay. Yes. Now, in the applications like photocell, photodiode, photocell, then photodiode and photovoltaic cell cell we have to convert current into current that is proportional to an incident radiant energy or light. Means when light falls on this type of devices, that light energy or radiant energy is converted into voltage. Okay. For conversion into voltage, we require current to voltage converter in such type of applications. So, current through these devices can be converted to voltage by using transresistance amplifier, and thereby amount of light or radiant energy incident on the photo device can be measured. So, such an configuration using op-amp can be drawn like this. You have to consider one op-amp. This is grounded non-inverting terminal. At inverting terminal, one RS is connected, input is there, current source, that is IS. Okay. Then we have connected RF and then output. Okay. Current IS flows through this, this is your RF. Okay. So, this is the circuit for the current to voltage converter. Since positive, that is non-inverting terminal of op-amp is grounded, we can say that by virtual ground concept, inverting terminal is also at virtual ground. Also, since negative terminal is at ground potential, the current there flows no current through RS. Okay. And current IS flows through IF, flows through RF, right, feedback resistor. Thus, output voltage VO can be written as minus IS into RF, right. IS is current flowing through this inverting terminal. So, VO is equal to minus IS into RF. The resistor RF is sometimes shunted with a capacitor. Many time what happened? This RF is shunted with one capacitor, that is why I am showing it in a dotted form. To reduce high frequency noise and possibility of oscillations. Okay. So, this CF can be connected to reduce oscillations. The lowest current that the circuit can measure will depend upon the bias current IB of the op-amp. IB is bias current of op-amp. This means that suppose mu A741 is having IB is equal to 3 nanoampere. So, these 3 nanoampere can be used to detect lower current. Okay. So, this lower current that this circuit can measure will depend on bias current IB. Okay. And that low value of current can be measured using the op-amp. Okay. So, this is about I to V converter. Since photocell is a passive transistor, it requires a DC voltage, that DC voltage applied externally. Okay. What are the applications? Applications of photodetector amplifiers. So, this is about I to V converter. I to V converter. So, that is all for today's session. See you in next lecture. Thank you.